Ever pondered how a single individual's musings could steer the entire trajectory of Western philosophy? Enter Socrates. This captivating figure hails from the majestic marble streets of Athens. Surprisingly, he never penned down a single word himself, yet his profound insights echo through the ages, all thanks to the devoted students who immortalized his legacy. Born into a humble household, Socrates started life as a stonemason, crafting the very buildings that would become the backdrop for his philosophical musings. Socrates was not a philosopher by profession, but by calling. His unique approach to philosophy, now known as the Socratic method, was a departure from the norm. Instead of preaching doctrines, he asked probing questions, encouraging self-reflection and critical thinking. This method was a radical shift in thinking, not just for Socrates, but for the city of Athens itself. So how did this stonemason turned philosopher influence the city of Athens? Let us delve into the transformative impact of Socrates on his beloved city. Imagine a city, its people engrossed in deep, meaningful conversations, questioning the very nature of life and existence. This was Athens, under the influence of Socrates. Socrates' ideas were like seeds, sown throughout the city, transforming Athens into a vibrant hub of intellectual exploration. His teachings on ethics and virtue, his insistence on the importance of knowledge, these were not mere academic concepts. They were living, breathing philosophies that shaped the lives of Athenians, compelling them to seek wisdom in all things. Socrates believed in questioning everything, a philosophy that resonated with the Athenian youth. They were drawn to his teachings, finding in them a new way to understand the world, a fresh perspective that challenged the status quo. Socrates' influence on Athens was profound, his ideas sparking a transformation that would echo through the ages. But not everyone was thrilled with Socrates' revolutionary ideas. What happens when a society feels threatened by new ideas? In Socrates' case, it led to one of the most infamous trials in history. The Athenian democracy, feeling destabilized by Socrates' challenging ideas, accused him of impiety and corrupting the youth. The irony was stark. Here was a man, Socrates, who spent his life in the pursuit of truth and wisdom, standing accused of disbelief in the gods of the state and leading the youth astray. His defense was as unconventional as the man himself. Unyielding in his principles, he argued that his role was like a gadfly, stinging the horse of Athens into wakefulness. He insisted that his questioning was a service to the city and to the gods. Yet his words fell on deaf ears. Convicted, he accepted his fate with dignity and drank the fatal hemlock. But despite the trial and his subsequent death, Socrates' ideas lived on. Socrates once said, "An unexamined life is not worth living." His life, although examined and ended prematurely, left an indelible mark on philosophy and the world. The legacy of Socrates, the bedrock of Western philosophy, is as profound as it is enduring. His ideas, his questions, his relentless pursuit of wisdom have reverberated through the ages. His students, Plato and Aristotle, not just carried forth his ideas, but built upon them, shaping the philosophical landscape for generations to come. Socrates never wrote down his teachings, yet his spoken words, immortalized by his disciples, have been the beacon of rational thought and moral ethics. Even today, his teachings continue to inspire, provoke, and challenge. They question our understanding of truth, justice, and virtue. They force us to introspect, to question, to seek. Socrates, the stonemason turned philosopher, may have left this world over 2,400 years ago, but his ideas, his questions, continue to live, continuing to challenge us to examine our own lives.